Hey, what's up you guys? Courtney here and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video kind of like a part 2 to one of my other ones, which was how to sell your old clothes. Now this one is going to be all about Poshmark because I found out recently that it works great and I've sold so much on there, so I kind of wanted to do a little update and add another kind of way to sell your clothes. So if you've not seen my first video, it's actually kind of one of my more popular videos on here where I talk about how I sell my clothes on Instagram and eBay, and I kind of give you tips of how to take pictures and how to like do all that fun stuff in the description and everything. So if you want to go check that out, it will be linked down below. And now I know I said in the first video that I didn't really use Poshmark because I couldn't really sell anything on it, and plus Poshmark does take out 20% of the money that you earn because that's how they earn their money. But that's why I really didn't use it at first, because of how much they take out. But I figured, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try because I have to get rid of all these clothes. And now, since I've been using Poshmark, I've easily made over $500. So like I said, Poshmark does take out 20%, but I started using it because I felt like I wasn't gaining as much interest in my items once I had them on eBay and Instagram. And plus Poshmark, everyone's buying and selling. People do tend to price things a lot higher on Poshmark because they're getting so much taken out. I mean, I've done the same thing, but over time I lower my prices so much. That's one way how to make sales on Poshmark, is you really have to lower your prices. I've done that so much, and that's how I've made like a lot of sales. You just have to accept the fact that you're not going to get what you really want to get for the item, but you're still getting money for it. And Poshmark, they have these things called parties, which are great because you can share your items to the party, which will help people kind of find your clothes and find your closet. Now, the only thing about sharing is people will just share the crap out of your stuff just so you can share their stuff. But with me, I only share the things that I would buy that aren't in my size or that I like, because I know that some of you guys may follow me on there, so I do it for that reason. I just don't share everyone's stuff to get attention or like a bunch of your stuff just so you'll come to my closet and we'll follow each other. I only follow people who I want to shop their closet, so I'm not like one of those people who has like a crazy amount of followers and I follow a crazy amount of people and have a crazy amount of shares. I just do it because I only want to see, like, I actually scroll through the listings because I am looking to buy clothes too. I know people, like, you're supposed to share back their stuff, but I typically only share the things that I would buy, and because people, like, if I don't see something in your closet that I think is worth sharing, I'm not gonna just share it because you shared something of mine. I know that might be bad to say, but that's kind of how I use the app. But I think it's great to share, to always share your stuff. Even when there's not a party, you can share your clothes just so your followers are reminded that you still have these items in your closet. And another great thing with Poshmark is you can make offers, and what you should always do if you get an offer on your item but you think the offer is way too low, counter offer. I've made so many sales counter offering people, because then you'll come to a mutual agreement. But you don't always have to accept the first offer, and you don't always have to accept their counter offer. I've had times where I've not accepted someone's counter offer, but I've sold it to someone else just like the next day and gotten the amount that I wanted for it. Now, people also will try to do bundles, which are really good, because what you can do on Poshmark is set kind of a discount if you want to do a bundle. For me, if you buy 2 or more items together, you'll get like a 10% discount off my closet, which encourages people to look through your closet and find more items to buy. And you can adjust that, and you can make like 3 items for 15% off and play around with it to see what you're comfortable with. What I love about Poshmark is they give you a printed shipping label, because whenever I sold my old clothes, I would have to give it to my mom and write down the address and have her go ship it out, because like I didn't know how to do that. And what I also love is you can get free shipping supplies from UPS. So you can go onto UPS and then go under free shipping supplies and order a bunch of envelopes and boxes. I have so many downstairs. What I would do is, if you're looking to sell on Poshmark, go online right now today and order them, because they take like 5 to 7 business days to get to your house. Or they probably have some at the post office, but like it's just like kind of like a one-time thing. You package your thing at the post office, send it out. But I like to have them here because all you do is you print out your label, stick it on, package your item, and drop it in the mailbox, and that's it. Now, Poshmark says they encourage you to have nice packaging and stuff, where they want you to put like wrapping paper and all that fun stuff honestly, I think it's fine if you just stick it in the envelope and it's just nicely packed, like it's just in the envelope. You don't need to do all that extra stuff. I mean, I've still gotten 5-star ratings and I don't have any of that stuff. That's also another thing. People can give you a rating and leave you kind of love notes whenever they buy your things, and it will give you a higher rating on Poshmark. Now, I kind of have a higher rating because I'm a fast shipper, which means I will ship my stuff out. Like, I have some people, I will ship their stuff out the day that they buy it. If they buy it early in the morning, I could still stick it in the mailbox or run to the post office, because honestly, the faster you ship it out and the faster they accept it, the faster you get your money, because your money doesn't get released to you until the buyer accepts the package. I like to do that, and plus, I know me, I don't like waiting long for packages in the mail, so I like to get it out as fast as I can. And plus, I get so excited whenever I sell something, so I'm like, I gotta go package this up, and then, like, I package it up, and then I end up having like a stack of packages on my floor, like waiting for me to stick in the mailbox the next morning. People can like your listings on Poshmark too, and when I like listings, I like them, and then I like go back and see if I like really want to buy it or not. But if someone likes your listing and you decrease the price, Poshmark will notify them, and sometimes they will do discounted shipping if you lower the price a certain amount, so that person is kind of more likely to buy your item. So I think definitely lowering prices. And now, if someone likes your photo, please don't be the person who tags all the people and be like, oh, are you interested, blah, 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 blah. Another tip is, if people ask you to buy off of the app, I would say no, because you never, like, that can be sometimes sketchy, but they also, like, you also can get kicked off Poshmark if they find out that you're doing that. Also, like, a lot of people will ask you to do trades. Personally, I don't trade, but if you want to trade with someone, I guess. I don't know if they have a way that you can trade, that it's like an even thing, but that's also, you like don't know if you're sending the person the clothing item, you don't know if you're going to get it back. Poshmark encourages you to kind of style your your clothes that you're trying to sell, and what I found out, that the pictures that I have where they're kind of like the pictures that I had on Instagram where I was wearing the clothes, they get a lot of likes, but I really haven't sold listings that look like that. The listings that I've sold is just my piece of clothing just laid down on the floor up against my closet, kind of just simple, showing the items. I really haven't sold too many that were kind of styled, which they encourage, so I feel like that's kind of iffy. So kind of figure out how you would want your listings to look, which you think is like the best, because if you try to style it and you have so many other things in the picture, you're like, what are they actually selling? Like, it sometimes gets hard to see what's the thing that's actually for sale. And what I like to do too is, if I know I can find something online and find like the stock photo from the website, I love to upload that and then add additional pictures of the actual item of clothing. I don't like when people just upload the stock photos and you can't see the physical piece of clothing and see if there's any damages or anything. It's also another thing, note all of the damages if there's anything and try to take a picture of it. Say, like, if this had like a little hole in it, up here it doesn't, but I'd be like, oh, there's a hole at the top of the neck, and take a picture, like see photos. Just some other tips would just to be very on top of the app. I know it's like takes a lot of work because there's like 3 to 4 parties a day, and sometimes your listing doesn't fit the certain parties, so you can't share your items to it, but try to share as often as you can, because it really does help generate some more interest in your pieces. And it's just, if someone asks you a question, it's great to just answer back as quickly as you can. I know for me, I have all of the clothes I'm selling in my sister's room. It's like my little mini boutique. I kind of love it, and I keep a tape measure in there whenever someone asks me the length and stuff and all that stuff, so it's all in there, and it's just like, it's my little mini boutique. So definitely, if someone asks you a question about that, get back to them as soon as possible, because it just moves the process along faster. And I've actually sold makeup on there too. I had makeup that I wasn't using anymore, that I used once or twice, that I was able to sell because it didn't match my shade. And as you guys know, I don't wear makeup anymore, so I was able to sell that too. And like, you can sell shoes, clothing, accessories, makeup, and like all that stuff. So like I said in my last video too, just trying to go through your closet and the pieces that you don't really wear anymore, and then those are the items that you can list. So I hope this helped you guys out. I'm trying to think of any more tips that I have, but it's just really, you gotta share your stuff, always lower your prices. That's really how I've been making my sales. So yes, if you have not seen my first video, if you want to learn how to sell on Instagram and eBay and kind of more tips of how to take pictures and how to write a good description and everything, that will be linked down below once again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Oh, and if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you also have any other tips that you use to sell your items on Poshmark and you want to share your name of your closet, you can leave that down below and I will check out your stuff.